And welcome back, folks, to more Shadows over Loathing. Last time we played, we finished the college university section. We did uncurse something, but I don't think we uncursed everything. Yeah, we didn't uncurse the Librum Umbra Malum Ovilla, so. Ida Vero, you offer the grim Latin tome to the machine. Your head tingles as the machine thrums and vibrates. The inhuman vowels ululate in your ear. Dark words form at the tip of your tongue. Cacophony of language reverberates and resounds, and pow! Suddenly dissipates. The curse is severed from the book. All that nasty Latin has been wiped away. Whew. Revealing the uncorrupted beauty beneath. We got 101 delicious mutton recipes. The book's curse now lives in the machine. I don't think you can project your consciousness into it. Think again, pal. Agi has lost much to the wolves, still he hunts. Hails, Agi. Spit on a son of Rome, Grimhild. Rabja. Henricus offers power on top of peace. Power in return for suckling the sucklings of a she-wolf. That is no power. Agi drinks the milk of bears, and he spits on sons and daughters of Rome. Agi speaks too much of suckling. Talk plainly. No truce with Empire, Grimhild. Frebja. Farewell for now. There is still wisdom left in old Fredot. For those who ask the right questions. Haila, Grimhild. Hails. Not often is Latin spoken on our soil without bloodshed. It augurs well for our future. Henricus offers us much power. Ja. The tribes who ally with Empire are greatly rewarded. But I can name no tribe who would be as powerful as you, Grimhild, if you are good to that man. Fridnot, don't speak of marriage at this time. Ah, why scold me? Would it not go well for our future and yours, a secure peace for all, with much power to you and benefits? Would you not like to have fine silks, Grimhild, and spices and fine creams? I love cream. Oh, Henricus. There's a book here. Ave, barbarian, hails. I stand before you in the name of Imperator Gaius Julius Caesar Divis, Dominus of these lands. The Imperator's birthday is next Mercury's day. It is a big birthday. He will be 40. Sign his birthday card, barbarian, and the Empire shall look with favor upon your tribe. When we are in public, you call me barbarian. I will sign the card. Threaten him or leave. So what do we do? Ah, so you seek in private to ply me with sweet words, but now you call me barbarian? I am on official business, Grimhild, and my words are chosen accordingly. If you do not perceive my passions, it is only because I have dominion over them. Speak not of passions to me in this place. Sic est. Do we sign the card or threaten him? Step aside, Henricus, or I'll go right through you. I don't respond to threats. I don't threaten to tear men down the middle. I do it. You respond to me or you'll die. Look at me. What would happen to the man who stands in my way? I don't respond to rhetorical questions. And I don't ask questions. Vex me further and I'll kill your entire family. Rhetorical. Do you know how many men I have killed? Tell me, Henricus. How would you like to die today? I don't respond to rhetorical questions. Well, let's go with very well. Tell me, how would you like to die today? It's going to be a rhetorical question. I don't respond to open questions. Do you remember what happened when you first annoyed me? I don't respond to recall and process questions. Damn. This time I will keep going until I am rubbing your eyes together in the palms of my hands. I don't respond to threats. Damn. He's too smart. You will respond to me or you will die. Damn. I don't threaten to tear men down in the middle. I do it. How can we beat this man? He doesn't respond to anything. He's like a rock. How much longer do you mean to do this? Damn. Why do you persist in vexing me? I don't respond to open questions. It's just too good? Oh, the machine's there. He's just like me for real. Annoying. We got it. Are you attached to your eyes? Do you think you still will be by sunset? Fair, Grimhild. It is fairly won. You are right. I do not wish to lose my eyes and be deprived in turn of your fine beauty. Pig, step aside. It's not personal, Henricus. It's just a birthday card. Never return to this place. What do we say? Dubs. Never return. Are you attached to your eyes? A sharp wit is yours indeed, Grimhild, but oh, if you had only lashed me with a Latin tongue, your barbs would ring like great poetry. You bore me with your Latin. A birthday card to Imperator Julius Caesar Divis. There's no better opportunity for the tribes in the north to gain Caesar's notice and favor. Write a message, punch the card into the sky. Of course, we got a punch. Consumatum est. The curse that once lodged within that forbidden and nasty text has been unwritten and undone. You find it in a fascinating final chapter you did not notice before. Upgrade. 10 new ways to prepare mutton. What a bounty. I'm excited to cook something. Happy birthday, Caesar, wherever you are. Thanks, Chabe, but it's Jessica, not Caesar, and it's not my birthday. Why is the uncursing machine smoking? These meat drops. And there's one more chapter? Start reading. More? 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 How much meat are we gonna get? Oh my god. 80% more meat. We didn't do the fishing rod though. We didn't do it right. Yeah, he was like, hey, pick me, pick me. I make mischief, I'm a wretched soul. Chaos is Fisher Stick's only goal. Well, almost only. See, I'm very lonely. And to you, I won't lie. Tonight, I'd like to die and buy your hook and then be cooked. Nobody sees, nobody woos. Poor old invisible glubifier Lou. But if you could make this Lou, sir, a winner, you'll rebirth me upstairs as someone's dinner. Nobody knows a trout as sweet as saucy Mr. Calvin meat. I'd like to kiss the other trout on the tails or thereabouts, but I'll tell you my most base desire, to be fished and thrown into the fryer. There we go with Invisible Lou. Now we caught all 3 fish. But maybe the point is not to catch the fish? This is the cycle. Break it. Can't even fish with it now. When the curse got its teeth in that bicycle, it screamed, but only for a moment, and then silence, limp silence. Insatiable eldritch hunger for fish that once animated the curse is gone. The fishing rod remains behind, just a stick and a hook, too weak to catch anything that lives. Can't even fish with it no more. Another curse kicked to the curb. I got that book and possibly a bachelor's degree in chemicals. I'm not exactly sure. Wow, sounds like a busy day. Yeah, it's a fair assessment. I'm going to bed now. Okay, sleep tight. We're going to have some trouble pinpointing the next artifact, but we should have it sorted out by the morning. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. Before he left on his errand, Charles asked me to pick another store. The first applicant is Rodkin's Fine Jewelry, a jewelry store who could really class up Old Plunkett Street. The second is Advanced Pants. It doesn't say what they plan on selling, but I'm gonna have to assume it's pants. And the next applicant is Truncheons and Bludgeons. This fella is really excited about weaponry. Ooh, what do we got? Jewels, pants, or weapons? I'm thinking pants store. I'm gonna go pants. Time for sleep. Another fitful dream. You'll always look back fondly on your afternoon at college. 3 statues of you, each whispering. The whispering drifts in and out, mixes together, making it hard to understand. All I got, all I ever, all I'm doing. Brawn, study, bluffing. Shut one of them up. Which one? Do we shut up the scowling one, the smug one, or the one with the hip shades? Smug? Oh, we got a pep talk. That's a good one. Muscle and Moxie, nice. My research wasn't thorough enough. Something prevented me from entering that campus. Will the barrier hold without me? What could it all mean? Let's rub the crystal. Sit on the chair. Pretend to fight the whatever that is, so we get all our buffs. Chabe, thank God you're finally awake. I am. If you say so, what's eating you? I'm at my wit's end. Charles Wallace has gone missing. Really? Where'd he go? Well, he wouldn't be missing if I knew that. She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Okay, I'm panicking. Come on, Jessica, don't panic. I do know where he went before he went missing. What happened? We were having trouble getting the Detectatron to focus on the next artifact. All we could get was the Big Moist. The Big Moist? The Big Moist? The Big Moist? It's a swamp north of Porkham, and I'm pretty sure that the entire swamp was not the cursed artifact in question. Charles went out there yesterday afternoon to see if a downed power line or something was causing interference. And he hasn't come back yet? No, he hasn't. Maybe I should go look for him. Are you trying to drive me crazy? Come on, get a wiggle on, for crying out loud. Charles could have been eaten by a Gatormen by now. Gatorman? You got a map of the Big Moist. Is this map a slice of Swiss cheese? Excuse me, eaten by a what now? Gatormen, you know. I don't, which seems like a good thing. Big Moist is home to a tribe of nasty and belligerent half people, half alligators. They don't take kindly to strangers. Such as, for example, Charles Wallace, or me presumably. Are you chickening out on me now, when a friend's life is possibly at stake? Ever heard of sunk costs fallacy? From the look on Jessica's face, this does not seem like the best time for this quip. If you want to continue to have a face to make quips out of, damn. Is this map a slice of Swiss cheese? It's a sponge. Which deli have you been going to? A sponge is definitely not a map. You're going through a swamp. It's soft, damp, and it's got holes in it. What more do you want from me? All right. So mad. Calliope is sleeping on her towel. Let's give her government-issued sardines. We unlocked a new cat! Hell yeah! This guy has been infected with Charleston fever. These people are obviously on a fourth date, and you should probably not bother them. This guy doesn't care about anything except the bass line. It's two of the frat guys you helped out earlier. The guy who was looking for mesquite chips and the guy who lost his jacket. Oh, heck yeah, bro. If you got problems beating the cold, queuing is the hobby for you. Wait, did I say hobby? I meant lifestyle. Standing next to a warm, comforting fire does sound pretty good. Right, bro? Plus, while you're standing there, you could be queuing up some burgers or weenies or whatevs. It's a win-win. Gosh. Buy him a drink. You buy him a drink and wait his prognostication. I see a wise man hiding behind a veil of steam. What's shaking, Dan? I am, baby, I am. Here's your cut of the profits, baby. I would like to have a rum. We can mix it in with some vermouth. We got cocktailed. Let's go check out the new pants store. Advanced pants. Hi, I'm Chabe. I'm Nancy. If you're in the market for pants, you've come to the right place. A market for pants. Haha, nice. It's for sale. Got a skirt, loose pants, black leather pants, black leather skirt with her jeans. Ooh, with her jeans are not too bad. What are we wearing actually before we buy whatever? Right now we've got a warm electrified fireproof grease riveted wax flats. Well, we could always buy pants just for have a chat. So why a pants store in particular? My grandmother was arrested a couple of times in 1850s and 60s for wearing pants in public. Since then, our family's been big advocates for women pants and equity in clothing generally. Wow, that's a deeper answer than I was expecting. How's it working out for you? Much better nowadays. We don't have 100% pants acceptance yet, but we're getting there. I did notice you have some skirts for sale too. Yeah, I've been experimenting with a line of men's skirts, but that's proving to be a tougher sell. Men are stubborn about their clothes, I guess. Let's go Muscle Moxie. This is a non-pants wearing household. Oh, let's go see Tex. Hey, Tex. Oh, he's got a dirty sax. Got a grating washboard. Cold War's metal. More experience, but Lucky, when are you gonna start wearing skirts? I'm too stubborn for that. I already got some mana-enriched flour. Oh, we got some hot toast. And another store that will move in once we're done for the day. Awooga. Actually, 2 more stores. The Big Moist. Chapter 4. Swamped. Oh, I don't like this place. It's a notice board. See what is there to notice. Wanted information pertaining the whereabouts of Jarvis and Clem Schlitz for the crime of moonshinery. Last seen in the vicinity of a rickety old cabin. Missing Tom Chapman. Inquire at Largemouth Bass and Sons. The face of a teenage boy is circled in an attached photograph. The portrait of a boy and his elder male relatives, each holding a largemouth bass proportionate to his own size. There's a similar poster right beneath it. Missing Kathy Tracy. Inquire at Largemouth Bass and Sons. What's going on in Largemouth Bass and Sons? I don't know, but I'll find out. Make a missing poster for Charles. and Charles Wallace to both posters. Cross out Tom Chapman and write Charles Wallace. Cross out Kathy Tracy and write Charles Wallace. Cross out Largemouth Bast and Sons and write Charles Wallace. Actually, don't do anything. Why would you do that? Four? That'll get people looking for Charles. You want to wander aimlessly through a fetid swamp? You know it. Why is it a cheese? I mean a sponge. Let's go see Bast and Sons. Your slog through the swamp is interrupted by an unfortunately familiar face. Halt, interloper! Your pernicious interference ends here. Ah, jeez, not you again. Indeed, it is I, and I will give you even more cause to regret this encounter. You may have thought yourself clever, hiding in the Institute where the Dean's wards would protect you from our attentions, but now you have left that protection behind and furthermore encroached on the source of our power. You have made yourself extremely vulnerable. Look, I'm just looking for my uncle. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about the Dean or your plans about those weird dreams or any of it. Regardless of these claims, you will not leave this place unscathed. Quite the opposite. So like scathed? Indeed. Well, fine. I'm not scared of an accountant. What are you gonna do? Embezzle me to death? Terrence pulls a gun out of his jacket. I've decided to balance these books in a more direct fashion. Damn. Swell. Fight. It's got 14. Intends to kill Professor. Professor. Let's hypnotize him. Reduce the stats. He won't kill the professor. Have Sugar act twice. Poison the bot. Well, or we can poison this thing. Because it doesn't take more than 5 physical damage at a time. Yeah, it's not really working out, is it? Though, when it does work out, we hit like a truck, so I don't know. Get rid of the bleeding. Slap it on. Darn, I wanted him to attack the other thing. Oh well. Blam! Gonna explode. Let's get rid of that real quick. Professor? It's over, Terrence. You've lost. Sugar. State your business. Do what you must then, but for your own good, don't hang around. Largemouth Bass and Sons is cursed of late, stranger. Sales are down, children gone missing. The bosses have stopped speaking to one another. I'd quit, but God help me, I love the damn fish. What's going on in this place? At Largemouth Bass and Sons? We fish largemouth bass, and most of us are sons. Why don't the bosses speak to one another? Between you, me, and 3,600 largemouth bass, Mr. Chapman and Tracy haven't been on speaking terms since Mr. Chapman was snubbed at the Aquademy Awards a few years back. They tolerate each other only because they both perform a function vital to the business. It wasn't even that good. No, but it caught me by surprise. Mr. Tracy debones the fish and Mr. Chapman rebones them. Only then are the fish ready for sale at the market. Are you saying you take the fish bones and then you put them back in? It's tradition for generations. A Chapman has deboned the bass and a Tracy rebones them. That unique process is what gives our bass its distinct tang. What happened to the kids? You asked me? Yeah, that's what I just did. Hell, they ran off. This life isn't for everyone. And Tom and Kathy, they never had the makings of a largemouth bass deboner or reboner. Don't say reboner. Don't even say deboner. This pool is the birthplace of a largemouth of... This pool is the birthplace of largest mouth Luke, a bass present at the signing of the Declaration of Independence on August 2nd, 1792. He returned to his home waters to die, but his body was never found. This grizzled mariner must hate being stuck behind a desk. Greetings! As a mariner, do you hate being stuck behind a desk? Excuse me, I make 6 figures a year behind this desk. And mind your manners, you're addressing Adam Tracy, Chief Deboning Officer of Largemouth Bass & Sons. Are you here about Kathy? I saw some posters about missing children. That's right, 3 nights ago, Kathy disappeared, along with all her clothes and possessions. The contents of that safe there, and the company truck. Oh, and the Chapman kid. Sounds like she might have run away from home. I'll excuse the remark as you don't know my Kathy, but suffice to say that's impossible. Kathy loves largemouth bass and almost as much as assuming preordained roles in a multi-generational family business. No, Kathy would not simply leave home. There is a simple explanation. Occam's Gator. Occam's Gator? A monstrous Gatorman. Centuries old, 10 feet tall if he's an inch, with scales as blue as the deepest ocean. He has 2 tails as sharp as razors, and he's not afraid to shave you. His appetites are insatiable. I'll strike at night and gobble up our fish, guns, tax returns, and whatever. And now I fear my Kathy. I don't know what we did to provoke his ire, but that beast has bullied and bothered our business since my grandfather was in toddler pants. Sometimes I think the swamp itself has summoned him up to be our tormentor. You think Occam's Gator ate Kathy? If Occam's ate Kathy, aren't we too late? Occam's Gator sounds made up. My friend Charles is missing. Could Occam's have taken him too? Charles? Hold on, that was the name written on Kathy's poster at the bus stop. A nasty piece of vandalism for which I do not doubt Occam's Gator is responsible. You think Occam's Gator ate Kathy? You have to understand, for decades Occam's Gator has been the sole author of this business's misfortune. Could he eat a child? Absolutely, that's his MO, or monstrous operandi. If Occam's ate Kathy, aren't we too late? Not necessarily. Occam's only handicap is his glacially slow digestion. Go ask Sylvester, a guard of ours. He was swallowed up by Occam's, but by stripping off in his belly and greasing his body in Occam's own fat, he was able to slither up and out of Occam's jaws while the great beast slept. Okay, where can I find Sylvester? I don't know. We had to terminate him for attempting to unionize. Occam's Gator sounds made up. There's nothing made up about a giant blue gator man who eats guns. One of our guards actually saw Occam's, even took a shot at him, but conventional weapons have no effect. Are you saying you haven't even seen Occam's Gator? I've seen the destruction he's wrought. Certainly just seen that. For a finder's fee. 300 meat and my grandfather's fishing rod. But I'm running the show, all right, not Chapman. I know he's got a missing boy too, but you can't involve a reboner. You can't involve a reboner in an operation like this. They're far too emotional. If you're dealing with me, you keep them out of it. What's so special about this fishing rod? What's so special about it? It can catch things that your scientists would say are impossible to find in water. How about that? So does it catch fish? Yes, fish, but also impossible things. Are you a reboner? Are you saying, well, it's either you rebone or you debone, right? do here? As I said, I'm the chief deboning officer here. My team and I debone the largemouth bass, after which it is passed over to my colleague across the way for reboning. It's a mess through there. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mean it's messy. I mean, I'm saying that's the room where we have meals. That's the type of mess. I thought they only really use that term in the armed forces. You don't consider fishing to be part of the armed forces? What do you think we use to hold the rods? Arms? That's right. Hey there, Yashabe. Oh, it's a fishing cat. Attempt to pet her. The cat ignores your attempt to befriend it. Only true loyalty to the fisherman's cause will win it over. Damn. The sign says, take a bottle of bass oil. Why, it's glued to the table. Bottle crates, the whole thing. You now notice the reverse of the sign, which reads, if you can, take the bottles. Huzzah! You break the bonds of the glue with a satisfying thwarp. Got a crate of bass oil. Take the sign too. You get an annoying sign. It says, take a bottle of bass oil if you can. Just sell it if you can. The refrigerator hums with a quiet menace, or maybe it's the motor. The only item inside is a sardine salad sandwich in a cardboard box. The box is labeled, Adams, do not eat. Do eat? Or do not eat? We eat? The sandwich smacks of something foul and deeply wrong, as if the food has rotten itself to punish your minor transgression. It reminds me of the story of your friend Eve, who ate a forbidden window display sandwich and was cast out of the Garden of Eden. I can't continue. You gain an effect, original sandwich. Like Eve, you have tasted a forbidden sandwich and must face the consequences. No! God damn it. My stats! What if I ate something? Chew. No pain, no gain, bro. All right, let's see. Are we still under the effect of... We have sinned. Oh, we lost the original sandwich. Oh, thank God. Emptied to magnify the misfortune of my stolen daughter. Any idea who did this? I can't prove it yet, but I'll be damned if Occam's gator did not have his claws in this when this happened. 3 nights ago, I'm still in shock. I can't even muster the strength to close the safe. I can do it for you. It's not that hard. Would you? Sure. I ate your sandwich. No, you didn't. The one in the refrigerator is a decoy. No one's ever found the real thing. Son of a bitch. You're not close enough to read this. I absolutely am. Aquatomy of fresh and saltwater game fish. Certificate of nomination for award. Be it known that Adam Tracy was nominated for an Aquatomy Award of Merit for Outstanding Achievement, Best Deboning Bass. Looking for something? What's back there? Crew quarters off limits. You live here? Where the fish live, we live. I see. Only the Tracy family is allowed in the private quarters. You'll need to find another entrance or think about marrying in. If we must. I feel like deboning is the easiest of the two. Reboning seems like a real pain in the ass. The viscous puddle reflects a gloomy face. Talk to the puddle or the man? The puddle, please. The man, please. So who do we want to talk to? This game is so... You're so silly! It can't understand you. It's a puddle. Oh no. What's the matter with you? She left me. Who left you? Amphibious truck. Oh, so not a person. No, I'm more interested in amphibious trucks. So what happened to your truck? Our truck. It's the company truck. We use it to take the fish to the market. A couple of nights ago, I forgot to fill her up before bed, and that must have really ticked her off because the next morning she was gone. No, nothing. Are you suggesting this truck is sentient? It's funny. I wouldn't have thought so, but I can't see any other explanation for it running off the way it has. Could it have anything to do with the missing kids? Tom and Kathy, you'll have to talk to Mr. Chapman or Mr. Tracy about that. Maybe they took the truck. I don't know. Seems like a stretch. When did the children go missing? The same day as the truck, but I think that's probably a coincidence. What's the puddle here? The gas I never gave her that night. It's here now in her special place, waiting for her to come home. Is it working? Obviously, you can see that it is not. How far could someone have gone in the truck? With the gas left in her? It could have gone further than 100 miles. 100 miles, okay. No, 100. Not, sorry, 100 is fisherman's lingo. It means 11. Missing truck, huh? That's a shame. She'll be back. She has to come back. She'll run out of gas otherwise. And then where will she be? Good luck with the truck. Black cat. Fisherman cats are a touchy sort and regard unproven outsiders with highest suspicion. The cat avoids her touch. You get the sense that only true loyalty to the fisherman's cause. Surely a fisherman yearns for a glorious death at sea and not to wind up behind a desk. Hello there. I wonder, do you ever wish you'd had a glorious death at sea? Oh, many a sea creature had tried to give me one, pal, but before they can get their teeth in me, I've reboned them 6 ways to Sontag. He spits a wad of chewing tobacco out the door. Guy Chapman, Chief Reboning Officer, Largemouth Bass and Sons. You hear about Tom? I saw the posters about the missing children. Find one child and you'll find the other. My Tom has been lured into the lair of Occam's Gator by that Jezebel of a deboner's daughter. A good and true fisherman led astray by that delinquent sorceress who's never cared a Walt Whitman for what we do here at Largemouth Bass. Oh, Occam's Gator, I've heard of him. Chapman's cheeks darkened to the murky hue of a humpback anglerfish. As long as there's been a largemouth Bass and Sons, there's been an Occam's Gator to our great misfortune. I'd venture that there's no creature of land nor sea quite so terrible. 12 feet tall he is, red as a furnace, with smoke billowing from his nostrils. He and his rapacious appetites are playing on our business. He'll eat everything we got. Largemouth bass, everything. It keeps me up at night, wondering what we did to deserve him. Is it a sin against the land to both debone and rebone fish? Perhaps, perhaps. But damn it, that's what gives our bass its zing. You're being a little sexist, don't you think? No, not remotely. I'm not saying anything about her gender at all. I'm only saying that she may have gotten my boy eaten by a Gatorman. But when you throw words like Jezebel, it's a little loaded. Is it? Well, I didn't mean anything by it. I'm willing to change, but you have to be patient with me, all right? I'm old-fashioned, and I can't keep up with all these new ideas your generation has. Gender? Penicillin? How is Kathy responsible? Well, the arrogance of youth. Kathy Tracy never thought she had anything to fear from Occam's Gator. She didn't respect him. Several times I caught her attempting to summon the beast by shouting his name 3 times in a mirror or directly into the mouth of the bass. It was always going to end with her in Occam's belly. I just didn't think my Tom would be fool enough to go along with it. Do you think Tom could have run away on his own? Absolutely not. Tom is a 3rd generation bass boy. He's a bass boy. Proud and true. Why? Just last month he said, "I'm excited about my new future in reboning largemouth bass, Dad." Does that sound like the words of a boy with 1 foot out the door? No, there's a simpler explanation. The siren song of Kathy Tracy lures good men into the bellies of gators. $200 meats for starters, and my mother's fishing rod for the entree, on one condition. I don't want you looking for Kathy on Tracy's dime. It's Tom that needs saving, and he needs saving from her. That's the condition. Oh, and you also need to find Tom. So that's 2 conditions. Is this a special fishing rod? It is, and I'll tell you why. It's never caught a fish. Oh, that sounds worse than a normal fishing rod. It has never caught a fish. It always catches 2. Don't know how it works. Don't want to know how it works. We just thank Poseidon for the bounty. Ooh. Thinking? There's no time for thinking, man. While Tom's still missing, we don't live in a puzzle book. I'm looking for someone myself. Charles Wallace? I know the name. Some fool wrote it on the missing poster I had up for Tom. I've been wondering who or what he is. Is he a fish? No. Then I'm not the person to ask. I'm a fisherman, friend. My bag is fish. If you're looking for a human, you want to be asking for some sort of human fisherman. Haha, you're a human fisherman. His expression turned sour. Now that you've poked a hole in his premise, he has lost interest in the conversation. Damn. Okay, I don't know where your friend is, all right? What do you do here? I'm the chief reboning officer here at Largemouth Bass & Sons, like my father was before me. It's a wonderful life and a good family to me. That is good family life. Sorry. Okay, so do we go 2 for 1 or impossible fishing rod, or we do both? Probably we'll get neither. Hurrah! Now I have no idea where you might find Tom, but what I'll do is let you in to our quarters in the back. I know he keeps a diary, though I've never been able to make sense of the thing. Fundamentally, the way your generation speaks is utter nonsense to me. The mad ramblings of youth, perhaps you'll understand it. Now bring him home, you hear? This must be the mess, right? It is, where we proudly serve reboned fish, just the way we like it. I don't want to see you slipping any bones out of that fish, you hear? I can't make that promise. The sign claims that these are cups of homemade bone broth, and that you should take one. All right, do what we say. Not to question the instructions on a tiny sign, you grab a cup. Bone broth. Cool. Unsuitable bones are ground up here into a thin meal. Everything on this shelf is labeled hardtack. Take some tack. Broken bones pile up high in the sink. Okay. Seems like the leftmost locker belongs to Tom Chapman. It's locked. Open it with a crowbar. That wasn't quite what you intended to do, but luckily you did manage to reveal a secret cache hidden behind the lockers. Search Tom's hold. Don't do that. You got his diary. This diary belongs to Tom Chapman. If found, please return to Largemouth Bass & Sons. For controversial thoughts and secret plans, turn to page 19. For information of no consequence, turn to page 33. Let's go to no consequence. It's dangerous, but the only way we won't be followed is if we take the truck through the Gatormen camp. We'll ask Peter where it is. Animal ideas. 3-toed squid, Chihuahua, big. 4-toed squid, honey-hating bear, rabbit, more teeth. Faster chimp, grandfather cat, balder eagle, sleeping dog that lies, egg cat. What lies beyond that door is only for fishermen. What is it? Fish. Can I fish there? Ah. Well, they said something about a Steve. The mouth bass are really as large as they say. I hope you're not planning on sticking that rod in there. Largemouth Bass & Sons have the exclusive license to fish those waters. Is there any way I can fish here? No, Largemouth Bass & Sons has the fishing rights. Flex and say, fishing might makes fishing right. That attitude might get you places at smallmouth bass and nephews, but we run things differently here. Okay. What do you know about Occam's Gator? Oh, that's fake, is it? Yeah, it's a legend, an old bass wife's tale. Sometimes things go missing or the business has a run of bad luck and folks want a deeper explanation for it. But I can tell you that nobody has ever laid eyes on a giant Gatorman. The bosses can't even agree on what he's supposed to look like. So Occam's Gator didn't kidnap the kids? I really doubt it, but your boss saw him. Well, your boss says you saw him. Didn't you ever tell a boss that what they wanted to hear? There's gators in these parts, all right. I have to scare them off the property on almost a daily basis. If you don't believe me, you're welcome to go and visit their swamping grounds. Oh, I mean stomping grounds. You won't find any sort of Occam's Gator there, I assure you. Occam's Gator sounds pretty scary. As do all fairy tales. Doesn't make them more real. What's this about a guard who got eaten by Occam's Gator? Sylvester didn't get eaten by anybody. I told them to say that because it was the only excuse the bosses would accept for a 2-hour lunch break. What can you tell me about Largest Mouth Luke? I've seen him, you know. Yeah? He's not dead, like they say. How long can a largemouth bass live? Normally, only 20 years or so. But Largest Mouth Luke is a special fish. Maybe someday I'll see him again. The guard sighs. And you get a sense that you shouldn't pry further. Can I marry into your family? No, I'm afraid we're all spoken for. Nothing personal. It's just that in the largemouth bass business, marriages are arranged from a very, very young age. It's political, you understand. Guess we can't double dip. What did the fishing game say when you caught regular fish, not game fish? Suddenly, a tuft of swamp shrubbery parts, and a man with the head of an alligator pops out, glaring at you. Whoop, hello, you must be one of the Gatormen Jessica was talking about, huh? Human? How human? Well, both my parents smell wrong. Not human stink. Check your pits. You smell normal, as far as you can tell in the swamp. Dark stink. Shadow stink. Huh? You know about the shadow stuff? Shadow good. Good stink. I like stink. Wow, this is a real roller coaster of conversation. I follow, I kill enemies, eat enemies, name Alphonse. Can I call you Al? No! Can you stop yelling? Ah! Fine. Alright, come on, Alphonse. Bye, Professor. Very well, a mug of ale and some rest would be welcome. Mercy on these old bones. The guards stop in their tracks, start sniffing around suspiciously, so they're almost certain to notice you if you get any closer. Staying put isn't an option here. Which way do you want to go and how? Towards them, charge! Away from them, recharge? He's got a shield. Let's have our friend here. Oh no, it's never mind. Gatorman Mush Muncher is going to munch a mushroom, which will have unpredictable effects. I'm gonna drop a piano on you. Swamp Chomp. Alphonse Gator will chomp Gatormen Mush Muncher for 6 physical damage and recover 3 HP. Alphonse Gator will smack Gatormen Munch Muncher with his tail, reducing all their stats by 5. Alphonse Gator will speak in forbidden tongues, dealing 6 spooky damage to all your enemies. Got Gatorman Skin Pants. Not to be confused with Gatorman Skin Pants. These are pants made of skin and worn by a Gatorman. Not really sure what kind of skin they're made of. Swamp mushrooms. Swamp mushrooms does not appear in any mycology text because mycologists famously refuse to get their shoes wet. Okay. Somebody's old campsite and looks trashed. Amidst all the garbage strewn about, you find a shiny 8/7/8 combination wrench with CW painted on the side. Charles Wrench. That's strange. Obviously belongs to Charles, but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would lose one of his tools carelessly, nor the kind of guy who would leave trash around his campsite. You look around more carefully and discover weird tracks in the mud. Big, clawed, bipedal tracks. Maybe Gatorman tracks. And there's a spot where some kind of scuffle clearly happened. Ah, jeez. Well, that tears it. Charles Wallace must have gotten kidnapped by Gatormen. Maybe he dropped the wrench on purpose to attract your attention. Hopefully you can find him soon. Charles, oh no. I won't tell anyone about this place. The handle on this fridge is busted. This is going to be a headache come lunchtime. No dice, no door opening either. Whoever smashed in the handle wanted you to keep out or keep something in. A magical talking sandwich, maybe? Force the door. Released from his refrigerated cage, a cold man squirms out into the muck, gasping for air. My God, you're my savior. One more day trapped in there and would have succumbed completely to despair. Who are you? I'm Fabian, an illustrator of the natural sciences. Arid steppes, glittering bergs of ice. But lately, my interests have taken me to these damp lands. I'm in my soggy period. How did you get in there? I was traveling to the swamp to sketch the native cypress, only to be caught in a net by these Gatoresque men. At first, they allowed me to roam within the confines of this camp. When I shouted for help at a passing truck, I was put into the refrigerator. What truck? Oh, it hurtled through the camp like a bass out of hell. There was a boy and a girl at the wheel. I called out, "Stop! I'm a prisoner! Take me with you!" They drove on. What makes a person do that? Well, where's the truck headed? North of here. North, huh? And since that driver at Largemouth Bass & Son was confident the truck would only make it 11 miles at most, if you subtract 11 from the distance between this camp and the fishery, seized with deductive euphoria, you do some quick calculations, which in your haste come out very wrong. You do them again, not rushing it this time, and produce a promising lead. Amphibious truck? Ask about Charles. You come across my friend out here, Charles Wallace? Charles? No. I would remember meeting someone with such an unusual name. You know of a creature called Occam's Gator? Occam's Gator. Supposedly a large gator with 2 tails who breathes smoke from its nostrils. Oh yes, I think you are describing my mother-in-law. Okay, so you don't know. No, and I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. Melanie has always been kind to me. Okay. Every weekend, she bakes a ball of nougat. I apologize, Melanie. Bye, Melanie. I do want to leave. if you want to leave, the way out is more or less clear. I do want to leave. That is a good guess. If we ever meet again, it would honor me to paint your portrait. I am an artist, as you know. I cannot paint you the right way, as I am in my soggy period. But if I conclude that work, or if you become soggy, well, who knows? Who knows indeed? Am I not soggy enough? Not for academia, no. Oh well. This freaking game. Oh, shoot. I sold the book. Oh, we got a lot of money now. A safe hanging in an unsafe manner from the ceiling. Got a combination lock on it, and you don't know the combination. Sleeping Gatormen. Unless he's lying about being asleep, do not let him lie. Okay, if you say so. What would you like to do as an alternative to letting this Gatorman continue sleeping? Slap him awake? Search him. Get Gatorman's safe combination. You reach into the water and carefully grope the Gatorman's pockets. At least you hope those are pockets. You find a scrap of paper. Eureka. This must be the second shift. Luckily, they're all facing the other way. Ambush them. Jeez, the damage. Cause you're familiar to act 3 times. Ooh-wee. Spooky damage. Got a gator stick. Muscle plus 6 stench damage. Deals stench damage. Swamp eel hatband. Okay. We can upgrade our hat. Taped up comfy eldritch uncursed fedora. Glad that... Oh, it already has a hatband. Damn. Gatormen are remarkably good at building fires in a couple of inches of water. This Gatorman seems less aggressive than is typical for these guys. Hi there! Greet human, not eat. Greet. Thanks, I appreciate that. You seem more relaxed than the rest of the gator folk. Yes, everyone crazy. Don't know reason. Not belong, leave swamp. Where will you go? Don't know. Wander. Oh, like a hobo? Hobo, what's that? Basically, someone who travels from place to place because they're looking for work or just don't have anywhere specific to be. Yes, hobo gator. First, though, need weapon defense stuff. Ask about hobo code. Do you know any hobo code you can teach me? Hobo code? What's that? Oh, right, you wouldn't know that yet. It's like little symbols that hobo use to leave messages for other hobos. Here, I can show you some. So we're showing him hobo code. You teach him the symbols for safe camp, cops here, and increasingly rare and exciting pie on the windowsill. Offer him a weapon. We'll give him Ma pistol. No thanks, weapon weak, need more power. You want a gator stick? Damn, you want more power than that? Swamp Banjo. Deals your Moxie plus 5 physical damage, reduces target stats by 2. Damn, that's pretty good. Might be better than our weapon right now. It reduces Moxie by 2. We'll give him the sharpened... Wow. Okay. Physical armor. Let's open the junk mail. You can't open the letter because you don't have a letter opener. I know it's frustrating, but you have to admit the logic behind it is sound. Dang it. So I think we can sharpen the other weapon. Gator stick? Yes, good. Weapon strong. Safe now. Thank human. You know, there's a bunch of hobos collecting in a camp outside of Ocean City. They're pretty accepting people. I don't think they'd mind you joining. Plus, it'd be handy to have some muscle around the place. Sound good? I go. He waves goodbye and stomps out the door. Terribly rusty metal fridge dangles from the ceiling of this terrible rusty metal hovel. This is apparently where the Gatormen keep their billions upon billions of swarming bugs. Let's do it again. Like I should just spam sugar, just going at it. In one round, the swarm of tick wasps will burst, healing all its allies. Banjo. Amphibious truck? Grow. What? Uh-oh. You wander over to see what's up. Alphonse has discovered two burly men dressed in leather and furs burying the body of a dead Gatorman. Well, considering the swampy ground, they're less burying it and just covering it with mud. Now I know what this looks like. Looks like you killed the Gatorman, and I don't think my friend here is very happy about it. Kill Gatorman? Gah, who cares? Gatorman loser. This worse, look more. You take a closer look at the body of the Gatorman before it disappears in the mud. He's dressed in some kind of uniform with an official looking cap and epaulets and a big canvas bag. I mean, kill mailman, crime biggest, destroy. The two men step away from the mailman's remains into a clearing where they've set up camp and a small trading post. One of them eyes Alphonse murderously while the other seems strangely serene. Confront them. The plod splosh of Alphonse's reptilian toes draws all the activity in the clearing to a close. A hunter tending a hide stops and raises his blade. Oi, no gators. Get back. Get out of here, gator. Go on. Ugh, not boss. Shut up. Defend Alphonse. Alphonse is my business associate. Anything you can say to me, you can say to him. Anything, eh? Even swear words? Oh, yes. Lucky for you, I don't know any. When I was a lad, the vicar blacked out all the swears in our dictionary. And we were agreed, Alphonse stays. Careful of him, or he might tan your hide. Something to say about the dead gator? Swear I didn't know he was a mailman. Would never intentionally hunt a mailman. I never accused you of killing a mailman. Ah, hell, me and my big mouth. He was in my way, you understand? Had no idea he was a mailman. Never would have touched a mailman if I'd known, and my brother, he had nothing to do with it, understand? I swear it. What's wrong with killing a mailman? Who are you? Me? Ain't much of my story. I'm a hunter named John Leathers. And if you can't tell from the accent, I'm from Albion. As a toddler, I hunted small game like mosquitoes and gnats. Then I moved on to foxes and voles and such. I grew up. I like the game over here. But I've got my eye on the greatest hunt of all. Humans? Big picture. I'd like to build a ladder to heaven so I can hunt the dinosaurs. That's more of a 5 to 10 year plan, though. I don't think that's how either ladders or heaven works, but I guess it's good to have a dream. Would it be better to build a time machine? Now that just sounds ridiculous. What's wrong with killing a mailman? Listen to yourself. I can tell you ain't a hunter, all right? Most any species is fair game for hunting, but mailmen are protected by international treaty. Last hunter I know who hunted a mailman got pulled up by the International Criminal Court and mailed to Mars. Is he okay? Obviously he ain't okay. Don't joke with me. That's the nightmare scenario for a hunter. Getting mailed to Mars? Sends shivers down my spine, it does. John wipes his brow with the blade. Ooh. I've never been asked so many questions before. You can talk the talk, all right, but what about hunting the hunt? I got work that needs to doing, and I ain't going out while they're searching the swamp for the sod who killed the mailman. They find me, I'm dead. You don't have to be a leatherman to know which way the wind blows. What are you asking me exactly? Working on something real important, a project. For that, I need 5 gator hides. Even know a place where you might find them. Scoped it out myself. It'd be easier unless it was a smaller number of gator hides. What's this project you're talking about? Not so fast. Need to know if I can trust you first. Hunter's beans. A hell of them. Man observes you with a monk-like serenity. Hey there. Looks like you've got quite the setup. Here in the swamp? Paul can't speak. Can't or won't? Don't. How did you become mute, Paul? Now that's a very personal question. Sorry. It ain't a problem. It's just a hobby of mine to make observations on the nature of questions. Basically, Paul lost his tongue in a poker game. That's awful. Back home, we play our strip poker. High stakes or not at all. God damn it. Do we trade? We don't have a pickaxe, so might as well get one. Condensed swamp gas. Hey there, Sugar, how you doing? This bedroll must be where John accesses the Hunter's Dream. What's that? The Hunter's Dream? You have to ask. It's not meant for you. I want to go there. You prove yourself a hunter, maybe. Wouldn't go in there if I were you. Why? You might not like what you see. It's a busted egg. Told you it wasn't a pretty sight. I was looking forward to eating that egg all day. And come dinner time, I only went and bloody dropped it. Is that a gator egg? Nah, I think it was from a dog. Sorry for your loss. It's empty. It's only made of genuine leather. It does not contain genuine leather. The ambiguity is clear now, and the person responsible for the original description has been sacked. It's unclear if Alphonse is scowling angrily, or that's just how his face works. Shoot the breeze. So what do you gator guys do for fun around here? Kill, eat. Apart from that, I mean, what expect? Macrame? Well, there's got to be more to your culture than just killing and eating. Why? Oh, fair enough. How's the mosquito? He's very powerful. Find an old medicine show wagon overturned in the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardly dissolved in the local ecosystem, but there's probably some stuff left. Mercury eye drops? Oh. Fishing time. Fish in a sack. Rusty cola can. Another one of those Gatormen campsites. Maybe the ones who kidnapped Charles? This campsite is similar to the previous one. A lot of Gatormen tracks and a lot of discarded trash. These Gatormen sure are slobs. You also find a 15/16 combination wrench labeled CW. Looks like you're right on track at least. These guys seem pretty focused on their meal, their after meal hygiene, and their after hygiene rest, respectively. Blam! This is the sugar show. He barfed on us. Die, please. The gator stick, nasty pastry, swamp mushroom, Gatorman hide. So you gather some gator hides from that hunter, which is way less grisly than it sounds. The Gatormen are just carrying these around. Oh, okay. Like magpies and shiny objects, gators are compelled to hoard all of grandfather's items. Is that a ghost? Well, this is hardly the strangest thing you've seen over the last few days. It's definitely pretty weird. It looks like a ghostly man, mostly his head, but you can just barely make out his body if you squint. Reach out to touch him, but your hand passes right through. He doesn't respond to any attempt to get his attention, but instead seems focused on something you can't see to the left of that disgusting fly-covered meat hook. After a few minutes, the novelty sort of wears off, so you get about your business. Grandfather's disgusting bird bath. Grandfather's teeth. Grandfather bags. Nothing really here worthwhile. one-armed push-ups? You guys are swole as hell. Boulder blocks the entrance. Get out of here. It's pretty easy to make this song creepy by placing it in a disturbing context, but they really outdid themselves here. This building is way larger than it looks from the outside and is full of sleeping Gatormen. We sum up. Spread out your damage. Well, might as well lower the stats. The only good Gatormen are fewer Gatormen. The boulder looks heavier than when you last pushed it. It was heavier, now it's heavier still. The force of each push exerts energy on the boulder, which is translated into mass. E equals M, see? Glad that's squared away. Pushed again. The rolling stone gathers in mass. Oh no! I can't push it anymore. Penny bets that he will never attack this guy. Oh, he did! Oh my god! Is he gonna have 2 confirmed kills? Of course not. Weed Lord Fetish. Gator Punch. Gatormen hide. Sugar leveled up. +1 to all stats. Fascinating. This beast prefers books to strange obelisks. troublesome here. We got no confirmed kills. Well, it's over. Sugar's gonna clean up. Sugar! One less to deal with. Probably take care of this guy. He's gonna hit super hard. This ability is so strong. I don't know what I'd do without it. Can I just leave? Finger of Eldritch Energy. I don't know what that did. Oh, maybe we can go talk to Ghost Man. You, come talk. What's up, buddy? Ah, get strong, kill stupids. That doesn't include me, does it? Not yet. Ooh. wonder what's this all about. Maybe there's an entrance that we're gonna make. Ah, this is new. Hey, there he is. Timos. Wait, I don't sound like that. I can see everything. What do you mean? It's backwards, I know. In the portal, huh? In the portal, I can see everything that ever was and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. Oh. He's saying that in the portal, he can see everything that ever was and ever will be, everything that to be known. Oh, let's go take a look at that. We don't have mysticality. Damn. Well, that sucks. How do you not have 5 mysticality? You have 4. And we're 4 experience away from getting more. Maybe we can kill more Gatormen. No, I blocked the door like an idiot. Stanky breath out of here. Yeah, so with the experience we get, we should have enough to get that upgrade. Oh. There we go. Enter the portal. Which I forgot which way it was supposed to be. I think it was to the right. Your eyes bend to the whirling contours of the deep black, star-smeared tunnel, preparing nervously to receive the sum of all human and extraterrestrial knowledge. In the tunnel's bright center, you see a field and a cow suckling a puffin. The farmer is watching. Anything else in there? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it's fine, but I was hoping to find all the world's knowledge. I don't think that the portal contains the sum of all worldly knowledge. I think it's just letting you look at a farm where a cow is nursing a puffin, and there's a farmer standing nearby and watching. That's all that's happening. He blinks backwards. So, you want to get out of here, maybe? Can't leave. Can't leave. Why not? Midnight Man. You can't leave because of the Midnight Man? Yes. Midnight Man. You Midnight Man? That's too fast for me. He went into the... The sneaky little devil prances about like a jester given free rein at a court. This must be the Midnight Man. Whatever mischief is transpiring in this realm, you sense he is the lord of it. Hey, let that man at the portal leave this place. Is that a yes? Hi. Surely there's something you'll take in exchange for freeing that man. Oh, and don't call me Shirley. Oh, is this funny to you? Ooh, my sense of humor is deliciously twisted. I don't know what you want. I'm stuck. Nobody gets out. Put it opposite midnight. No. Oh, brought him in the real world. Didn't work. How does one trap a Midnight Man? Well, there's something we gotta do, but what? Lure him in the cottage, but we gotta free the man. As in we trap him in another portal? Maybe. Trap him in here? No. No, I think he teleports, so... Right now, I think we can put the portal in the shack. Yeah. What if we make him leave? He's still there. Hey? No, it doesn't seem like it's working. That obelisk business was strange, huh? You go see through. Yeah, you look the same to me. Too weird. Obelisk stupid. We need to trap him in the real world. How can this be done? You won't like the solution. Well, we've been at it for a while now. Move the boulder in the real world in front of the sleeping gator place to block the... Oh my god, we can't do that. Unless... Hopefully I don't need to push it again, because I have no idea how that's gonna work. Gotta find him there. Where are you now? Such a pain in the ass. Where is he? I don't know where he is. We checked all the doors. Now he should be here. Something has changed in the devil's demeanor. The antic hopping has ceased, replaced with perhaps a sobriety, a maturity. I spent so long thinking what I would do to you, who trapped me in this cage, and as my hungry mind turned over thoughts of disembowelment and insanguination, I was drawn more and more to the walls of my prison. Why is there such life here? Consider the growth of the intrepid peat moss, the burble of the cheeky bog water. Your world is simply beautiful. It is. I never knew there could be such beauty such as this. I had known, my goodness, had I known, I would have lived much differently. I would have truly lived. Thus I renounce mischief in all its forms. I dedicate my life to the care and cultivation of your glorious flora. I will become, how do you say it? Gardenar? That's not how we say it. Perhaps your world needs, what your world needs is a Gardenar. Will you release the man? Mr. Jeffers? Yes, I think that particular show has gone long enough. Allow me to bring down the curtain and send him home. He burps. It's long and very loud. He looks at you apologetically while he does it. After 3 minutes of sustained noise and eye contact, it's over, and the gateway to his dimension has vanished. It is done. Now help me move this boulder out of the way. The man you saw in faded form floating in the shadow rift is now flesh and bone. You have freed him. His fierce black eyes fix you with a wild glare. What time is it? Hold on, let me check my uncursed pocket watch. What year? 1928. Right, okay. Then I've been gone for 26 years. I'm going to need you to fill me in on everything that's happened since 1902. Do that. You provide a concise history of the last quarter century. Okay, thanks. Is that all right? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Disappointing to hear the watchful eye closed its doors. Time to find a new job, apparently. At least the world always needs reporters. Who are you? Nose Jeffers, reporter. Your name is Nose? My nickname is Nose. They call me that because I knows everything. Once I've done my research and talked to my sources, then I knows everything. What's your real name? I'm the reporter here. What's your real name? What's it to you? Let's be guarded. You're the paranoid type, eh? Now that's something I knows about you. What are you doing out here? I came here in 1901 to investigate reports of a strange obelisk in the swamp. It was strange, all right. Took me to a new world where I met the Midnight Man. He promised to show me all knowledge. You understand, for a reporter, that's an impossible offer. Resists answers to the great mysteries of history. You know, like Neptune. What do you think? What do we think's going to? What do we think's going up there? I believe it's mostly ice because we have an astronomy minor. That's so. Well, that's good. That's something I know is now. No problem. But that's not what he showed me. I thought if I stared at that cow and puffin long enough, the answers I thought would reveal themselves to me. And did they? No. Maybe if I kept at it longer. There was one teat I never got a great look at. Okay. I have to go. Will you be all right? I'll tell you. After 26 years of looking at what I was looking at, there's one thing I need, and that's a drink. And I'm sure I'm not talking about milk. Oh, I forgot to tell you about Prohibition. Finally pulled the trigger on that, huh? I do know a place, the chat hole. Look it up. Thanks, friend. I feel comfortable calling you friend at this point. See you there, maybe. Oh, and I should give you something for your trouble, huh? Grover Burgess, our old EIC. I don't know if he's still around. He liked to put out a special edition on his birthday, August 5th. The one we did a few years back, 1900s, really broke the bank. If you can find it, it would be worth a lot of money. Oh, good luck out there. All right, let's go check the, we're going back home. You there! An excessively jovial man struts out from behind the trees. You of these parts, is it? Ever heard of our mud henge? I'll bet you didn't know that it's actually 1.3 times larger than any comparable henge you'd care to name. You don't know about mud henge. No, you didn't. He disappears into the mist. Behind him, through the trees, is Mudhenge. Okay. To commemorate Editor-in-Chief Grover Burgess's birthday, the August 5th, 1900 edition of the paper is printed entirely on meat. That's awfully generous of him, and explains a fair amount about how this place went out of business. Hey, Fancy Dan. Found this crate of bass oil. Oh, there's Slee's armor. All right, but I do believe we will call it there for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time, which is next time will be Bagel-thon, so tune into that if you're interested. And on that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.